All right, listen, I got to get to my man over here. All right, you'll never. There's no name more synonymous with the Olympia than Oliva, and we've got Sergio Jr. here today. Now, Sergio, you own a very distinct record. You are actually the youngest person to ever appear on an Olympia stage. Is that correct, sir?
I think that's the record, so I might as well just retire right now. I got a standing ovation the first time I was at the Olympia. Anyone else get that?
That's right. That's right. This was, for those who don't know your bodybuilding history, of course, we're talking about 1984, right?
1984,
And you were approximately, what, 3 weeks old, I think?
Yeah, I think that was the speech that my dad gave, right?
So, Sergio Sr., of course, Sergio's dad, on the Olympia stage in 1984 when he made his comeback and raised the then infant Sergio to the bodybuilding gods in the sky and says, "Behold the next myth." And guess what, Sergio? You made it back, buddy. You did your father proud.
Oh. Thanks. Yeah, no pressure, right? Yeah, I don't know how to live up to the Lion King, the bodybuilding version of Lion King, but I mean, it is what it is, and I keep saying this. I mean, I'm over here emotional wreck. This is a big deal for me. This is different for me than it's been for any bodybuilder ever. I feel like I'm two people. I feel like I'm the athlete that did achieve this qualification and get here, but then I'm also the biggest fan of this sport. There's nobody up here that's a bigger fan of this sport than me. And I want to thank everybody that's here, mostly the press conference in particular, because you know, you guys pay money to see the greatest bodies in the world. That's a given. That's the gift you get. But to come here and want to hear what they have to say, and that's another level. That's another level of being a fan. And I've been in these stands for many years. I've dragged every one of my friends to come with me and sit here. I mean, I've seen every level. I mean, I've seen you know, ninjas jumping people, and you know, go far back as you want. And I know bodybuilding fans miss those old days, you know, of going at it. And unfortunately now it's bodybuilders for social media.
You're taking more time up here, bro, than you're gonna be on stage. So let's just wrap it over.
Yo, get Rosetta Stone before you start talking to me, man. Nobody understands you. That's, I swear to God, why are you talking shit to me?
How did you even get
I'm
here,
the
bro?
least person you gotta worry about, Nathan. Man, are you just mad that nobody's talking about you for like the 5 seconds they went to somebody else?
Don't worry about me.
Hey, everybody, I don't even notice, but Nathan Asha's here. So hey, but you know what, Nathan, he's doing it on purpose because he knows I love it. I love when a bodybuilder is real, even if it's nonsense coming out of his mouth. It's still appreciative, because in this sport, there's a lot of people that say what he just said, but they don't say it to someone's face, and they say it behind social media. And that's what I was getting to before I was rudely interrupted, is that in today's day, unfortunately, these press conferences aren't, you know, Phil, name 2 reasons why 2014, 2015, 2016. You know, like you had these great comebacks and going at it, but unfortunately it's social media versus these bodybuilders these days, and it's actually brought us together, because now we're one. It's the people that sit at their computers and they don't do what we do that attack us, and that's why every year we look at each other and we all respect each other, because you know, me and Jeremy can get into it. We're both competitors. I think it was like Paco Batista at one of the press conferences said, we all speak an international language, and that's our bodies. So no matter what, it always comes down to that, is that we're all competitors and we all do the same thing. But I think there's a big problem with the social media part in this sport, and I think it's a great tool. I think it's really something that even past champions probably could appreciate. I can't even imagine my dad on social media though. He definitely would have lost it. But yeah, this is bigger. This is bigger than me being here. No matter what, everyone who attacks this sport and says it's unhealthy, I'm a living contradiction of that. No one can tell me that this sport's unhealthy or bad, because look at me, I'm here. Because of bodybuilding, my parents met and they had me. So literally, I'm breathing and walking around because of the IFBB, and I think that's why people hate me on social media, because I will go at it all day with anyone who attacks me or any of my fellow competitors. If you don't do what we do, then you have no reason to be bad-mouthing people the way you do. But really, right now, I'm just enjoying this. I think this is really cool. I think this is cool for the older fans. I've been getting a lot of messages from older fans that have not been to Olympia in 20, 30 years, and they're like, man, I want to go, so I can say I saw 2 generations. You know, my mom's going to be the first person to have a son and a husband do a Mr. Olympia, and you know, shit like that's just, it's really cool. I'm really glad to be here.
Well, thank you, Sergio. Julia, I'm standing right behind him.